Hello and welcome to the Scottish GP for the Junior GT Championship. Here at the Bannockborough Road Circuit for 4.5, 2 miles and 25 turns. We have for you here a 15-minute qualifying and then a 40 plus 1 lap race, which is, according to this game, a 45-minute race. So if you do enjoy, smash like and subscribe and comment down below in the comment section what you think I should do and if you're enjoying this or not. So let's head on into the race and see who your 18 drivers are. Cheers, Jeff. And it should be interesting to see because the fastest ever time in a Ferrari is a 1:56. So it should be interesting to see what we get on this one. So here we are then into the racing we're going to go into in a second. The first car is out on circuit right now and it's a GT4, of course it is, and it is a GT4. And the GT4 car in question, of course, if you want to know what the question the car is it's an Aston Martin. Trundling around here it is, very nice indeed. Here at the Bannockborough circuit. The Bannockborough circuit is a very nice circuit. It's one of the streets in Scotland where they close for one weekend a year and they do masses of racing. I know for definite because I've seen it on the news and that, where they close this road for like 1 or 2 weekends a year and they do some racing there and it's very, very good. I've not seen the racing, so I don't know the racing to be definite, but it's very, very good racing apparently, according to them. As we're now looking at Ferrari, who's the leader here. It's last car is now out the pits and flies away, but the leader now is a Ferrari. So we have in your GT4 field for round 8 out of 8 here, it's Mitchell. So I'll just read all through your drivers, then when they get a lap in and they get all the times popped in, we will then say here, sorry guys, it's only 10 minutes of qualifying. I did say 15, but only 10 minutes, so that will probably be 3 laps of qualifying for the drivers today. As you can see around the circuit here, the green flags are fluttering up and down, waiting for the cars to get going today and race. Tomorrow, by the way, Footmus is here today, but tomorrow I'm going to do a video on Footmus. So yeah, check out that and how easy way to get coins. I don't have any coins on FIFA, so I can't really explain, but tomorrow's Footmus. Of course on FIFA. So it's Simon, Volker, Thomas, Jorgen, John, Justin, Junior, Holzer, Chi, Jonathan, Christopher, Robert, Matthew, Joseph, Jerry, Vine, Edwards and Mark. As we're now looking at the leader here, who's second, who is, of course, if you want to know, Volker here as he's flying around. Look how quick he is compared to the GT4 car. Jesus, look at the gap he's got already. And the bloody lead ball. Lamborghini is second here as he now heads down. Look at that gap he's got compared to Ferrari. Unbelievable here as the Lamborghini now flies away. Look. So let's look through who we've got. We've got GT4s, Ferraris, STROs, which are Lamborghinis, and we have your Renault Cup cars as well. Your Renault Cup cars, it goes Ferrari, Renault, Lamborghini, by the way, just to tell you. So your Renaults are the quicker cars, and they do produce some massive mega punch that Renaults do, and they do show you how quick they are. Look, by the Lamborghini and the Renault here on your screen, we're going to keep an eye on now through the helicopter cameras. The Renault here is trying to get past Lamborghini, but can't at the moment, and it's flicking gears and flicking its headlights very quickly to do all that good stuff it is here. Hello, Hello. Yes, racing in Scotland. Yes, good to hear you, Billy O'Connor. I think you're Irish, but good to hear from you as well. Nice to see this as look at this. Look at this car there. He's trying to get past there than Renault is, but I don't think he can get past the Renault. So yeah, the Renault, and he is trying ever so hard. Look, is he going to go into the braking zone here? But just before the bridge, is he going to manage to do it before the viaduct / bridge? Is he going to make it here as he brakes into the corner? No, he doesn't. As the 1, 2, 3, 4 cars don't manage to do it before this little village, which only has 100 people in it who live in it. Here he goes then into the inside line now. Will he manage to go through? He nearly touches the grass there. There's 3 Renaults right behind this Lamborghini here who all really want to get through and get in a good lap. Here they do. Look at the Ferrari who's leading. He's got a massive gap of about a second. About 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds over the rest of the field as he jumps over the jump there. Here he goes then. Goes the Renault now. He has a long straight now. He has a little straight. And he's passed. Nicely done there from the Renault car. He has finally passed. Pulls out the slipstream and makes it through here. As here come the other 2 Renaults behind. What they're going to do is nicely through goes the next one, and that is nicely done there. As we head to your Ferrari now, who's just about to come across the line. He has a 2 minutes 15.8, but a completed lap there by the boys from the Renaults are slower, as Lamborghini now shows you that he is very slow compared to them. We have GT4s as well, which is if you are, so explain this, a junior championship. If you're in your second year, you head to the Lamborghinis. Yeah, McLaren F1 2018 is what I would recommend you going if you're a McLaren guy. But yeah, thank you mate for joining us. Do hit a like please, and that would be greatly appreciated. So back to what I was saying, if you're in your first year of racing, I would recommend yeah, that's fine mate. Yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah, it's good to see you all here. So basically, let me explain again. First year, you are in the GT4s. If you win the GT4 championship, you then go into the. If you're in your first year GT4, second year is your Lamborghini field. Then in your third year, you're in the Ferrari field, and in your fourth year, you are in the Renaults. And when you finish your fourth year, you are done for this all. You're done after 4 years. And then you're not classed as junior anymore, you're then popped into one of the bigger championships, which is GT4s, GT3s, and I think another category as well. There are. But yeah, let's just see what's happening here then with the leader. Well, there's a battle on here for the 2 Mercedes. Oh, they've caught up with the GT. They've caught up with it. They've caught up with the Ferrari. That's unbelievable. They've caught up with the Ferrari here. They could be even overtaking this before the line and getting some better laps in here as they come to the line now. Last lap flag is out now for your cars who are crossing the line, and this is their last lap around this circuit for them. It will be, and it's nice to see them all being on their last laps now. No, I don't speak French, mate. I never have, and I have once. It's awful, my French then. There's a few cars now crossing who are getting checker flags out because they have not got enough time to do another lap, so they will get their checker flags out. These cars are looking at right now do have enough time to get another checker flag out. They do have enough time to do another lap. They do have another time to get the last lap in. This is their last lap now, and they have around about a minute of lap to go. So they've got a minute and a bit to go of laps, mate. If you're not English, then I would advise you to translate everything into English. Just translate everything into English. I will understand you then. If you do put it into French in the chat, I may translate it or I may not. I don't know. And by the way, if you're not put English, I think if you put that into your language, then you'll be linked in the description. I think that's right. I'm sure that was right that last time I did that. Yeah. Yeah, so here they come then. Just to quickly give you an idea, guys, of who's who in the championship. It is Robert Savine. Robert is leading from Savine, from Holzer, Jorgen, and then that is it in that one there. Jorgen's made a great lap and gone P1, but he's not P1 in the championship. He's last. He's not last in the championship. It's Robert, Savine, him, and then Holzer. There it is. In your Lamborghini field, wow, Lamborghinis are beating the Ferraris there. I thought the Ferraris would beat Lamborghini. We have a mix-up here, we do. Thomas is leading. There we go, guys, check the facts now out. Let me go back to say, so Thomas is leading the championship, by the way, from Junior, from Thierry, from Christopher. So not bad at all there. So Christopher's last, Thierry's above him in the championship, just to tell you. In your Ferrari field today, we have a massive difference here. We have Jonathan from Volker, from Mark, from Justin, from Joseph in that one. And this is the last one, by the way. I'll tell you in a minute where they've been. In your GT4s, the championship looks like this. It's Matthew, Chi, Mitchell, and then Edward, and then John. So in the field then it is Jorgen, Savine, Robert, and Hoser are your top 4. Fifth is Thomas. Fifth is Thomas. Then it is Volker, Jonathan, Junior, Mark, Christopher, Joseph, Thierry, Justin, Mitchell, Matthew, Chi, Edward, and John is your back of your field. So just to quickly tell you again where they've been this year. The 18 of them have been to Snetterton, Silverstone, Doddington Park, Brands Hatch. They have then been to Spa, because you always do a Spa circuit. Then they've been to the Le Mans circuit, but the Bugatti circuit. Then they came back to England, and then they did Brands Hatch GP circuit, and now they're back to Bannock Bra. And Bannock Bra is their final round of the year they do. So they've been to 2 non-English circuits, and they do all the English circuits except Cadwell Park and the one up in Scotland, because they on this game only do 12 cars, and it's really annoying. But yeah, so let's go on into the race and see what happens. So then, guys, it's a 35 minute race, guys. It was supposed to be 30 plus a lap, but a lap apparently, according to this, is another 5 minutes, so we're going to do that. So let's go on into it and see how it goes, the 35 minute race. So just to tell you, it is the mix-up of field here. It is the mix-up of field, which we're going to keep with. We are, and let's see how it goes. Ahmed Green, and away we go. Look at the Renaults, they all get away nicely, the Renaults do, the Ferraris, and Lamborghinis do as well. Let's just check what GT4s are like at the moment here, because they are away as well. Nice to see the 5 GT4s having a good battling away now they are. Just to tell you, we have, you know the older car order you do, but let me just tell you what GT4 cars we've got. GT2, I don't think you know what GT4 cars we've got. So we've got a Porsche, a Mustang, an Aston Martin, and 2 KTMs. As we head back to your first field now, it looks like you're going to be a side by. Look at this, the leader's already been changed, only just been changed. We just came back as it's been changed, which is amazing to see. Here it is, as your top 2 now fly into the corners now. They do second though, looks like it's going to be changed by third, and third here now side by side with second, has done it beautifully there, gone through. The English flag flutters for some of the people who are on the circuit. He's through into the second position here and going to try and catch it back up with the leader as fourth now, into inside of third. Can't do anything there, he can't. We'll keep an eye on that in a second as we head on board second now in the whole entire race. through the little kink there, or the little chicane bit they go, and here's second look ever so closer to the leader now. He is. He pulls the outside line, touches a grass just a tag, but has enough momentum to keep going and not get a penalty on that one there. He will, as they now have go over the viaduct / bridge. They do now, which is a massive long little bridgy straight. Here it is with a little kink in it again, but not a big corner at all. That's classed as a corner, but not really. Shouldn't be really, I think, but it is classed as a corner, so why not call it that, really? As I can say that the least it will be is honest there. Here they come then to a line. They come, and now out the last corner they come, down the long straight. Now they come to the line, and that is a lap around the circuit, which I think will be about 3 minutes long. That lap, maybe 2:50, I would say. I'm not certainly sure. Yeah, 2:15. What the absolute hell? But anyway, that is a class as the lap run here. Oh yeah, plus 2 laps. Sorry, so it's 30 minutes plus 2 laps. I think this circuit is, and he's done it. Third into second he goes again, and there looks like a battle for the lead. Second position again with third now battling away, but back we go to a Ferrari field, and there's a side-by-side for the lead here. And the Lamborghini is through. Good move from the Lamborghini there to get through, and that was a very good move on the Lamborghini's half there to get through. The Lamborghinis earlier looked really slow compared to the Ferraris, and they're still looking slow compared to the Ferraris, but not that much slow there, not really. I've got to say they are not that slow really. As you now look back at your GT4 field, we will, for briefly a brief second, we will hear as they all are literally heading around here. Aston Martin looks fine, but the KTMs are catching, and I think the KTM leader here of the 2 KTMs at the back wants to get past the Aston Martin because he's got a quicker lap he has, and he really wants to get through, I think, on him. As they make their way down here, look at that KTM in last position. He pulled the gap down dramatically there, unbelievable. But anyway, the Aston Martin, I think, in front really just pulled the gap away there nicely, which is something I wouldn't have said much about. I wouldn't, if you know me. Here, but yeah, here they come then. As the second position now of this race is looking to get through past the leader here, which of course is Sven in the lead, followed by Jorgen and then Robert. And Robert needs to put a gap act in here or out. He could get Jorgen, Sven or Holzer to win this championship, which I don't think he wants at all. But you look at second here, he looks like he's closing the gap on the leader, but third is so close as well. You can't really say it's going to be a three-way scrap for the lead, can you not? Here. You surely can't, and there you go, we now have and here we go then to start the last 30 minutes of this race. Pretty much when we get to 5 minutes to go, we'll say that is the 2 laps to go, we will. And here they go then, side by side. Has Jorgen done it on the guy in the lead, Sven, or whatever you call him. We're trying on the outside line. He's going to stick this, is he, into the next corner, which is he's got the inside line for. Let's have a look and see if he does. He pulls it side by side and puts the gap away now, but they're going quickly down this straight here. They broke a bit too early there, I think. Here they did, but here they go, look. A massive good. There's 2 in the pits. Wow, there's 2 in the pits. I don't believe there should be anyone in the pits, really. They're 2 Ferraris, so they must have had the 2 teammates are having 2 Ferraris are in the pits. As there's a Ferrari crossing the line now who had a little crash. Don't know what happened, can't tell you. But seriously, I would love to tell you. As there goes the Ferrari out the pits now. He's out the pits and he's going to make it nicely away. Here he is. And is the Ferrari going to come out before the leader crosses the line? Which I don't know if he will or not. But oh, look at this. Second now, side by side with third in the whole entire race. Oh, third was close to hit the wall there. So I think he's backed out just because he's like flipping out. I was going to hit the wall there. I don't really think that was going to be a good thing to do. So I think he thought that was the best idea to do. But the KTM did get through eventually. So good old KTM now getting through. Let's just see if he's coming out of the pits. There he is, look. Out the pits now, revving his engine up. Into corner 1 now he goes. Out of corner 1 now he goes. Let's head to your Lamborghini field, where there's no real battles for Lamborghini as such. There's just a battle really for Lamborghini and a Ferrari. There was a crash. I can't tell you what crash it was. I didn't see it, so I'm not a man who wants to say I can tell you what the crash was because I can't. But the top 4 in this field really spiced up it has, because you can see now the Lamborghini leader and the Ferrari leader really didn't get involved in it, but the car who was here, look, did get involved in it. I think he's going to come in the pits. Yeah, he's coming in the pits. I knew he would be. And is the other Lamborghini going to come in? And is the other Ferrari probably going to come in because they got involved? Yes, they are. Yes, they are coming in the pits because they got involved in a massive crash. But it doesn't really surprise me that they're going to be out pretty quickly because it's not really much damage to the cars. As there he goes with the KTM. Has he done it up the inside now? Into the braking zone. I don't think he's got it around the outside as the KTM. He has brilliantly from the KTM there. Pulls the throttle up now, puts the clicker on, and flying away now does this KTM. Look at this, the GT4 Cup for first years are looking good. This is here. Problem with the KTM, he's not quick on a long straight like the start line straight, but he's quick on little straights like this. He is, as the cars now making them out the pits they are now, just to say they're making them out the pits, so it's nice to see as another Ferrari now in the pits he comes. There's 2 in the pit still here, as you can see the Ferrari and the Lamborghinis. Now they will be out pretty quickly. There was a massive crash. Couldn't tell you really what happened, I can't, because I didn't see much of it as the Ferrari now turns his way out, puts the throttle down and gets out now as the other Ferrari still in the pits here, has another 10 seconds in the pits apparently. 9. But we'll get lapped, he will, so we let him get lapped, I think we will. And see if he will get lapped, and yeah, he does get lapped there, the Ferrari, pretty soon he will get lapped there. I knew he would be, but the others won't, I don't think. I think they're looking good as it's side by side for second. And the silver and black one. If we go on board with him here, we will. At the moment has not got through, but he's looking close enough to get through. Goes a little bit dodgy though, and that may leave the car behind to get back through. It doesn't, and let's check with your GT3s and see what's happening here. Oh, good battle this is here for GT4 lead, and here goes the KTM now into the last corner of this circuit, and he's through to the lead. The KTM, the white KTM, is into the lead of the GT4 race. KTM second one is in third. Here he is. Can he manage to get past the Porsche? But no, he won't on the straight, because the Porsche is the quicker one, and I think the Porsche knows that, and I think the Porsche has done it pretty nicely there, but he hasn't got through, which I don't know why the Porsche would be upset about that. But the GT4s have caught up with the Ferrari last position and is already about to overtake him, maybe even lap him. We're not saying he's lapping him, I don't think he is. I think he's actually battling for position, are we? No, they're not. I think they are actually lapping him. They are indeed lapping him. It must be because he just come out the pits or something, but I don't know. As here's the Ferrari and Lamborghini battle for 6th and 7th in this race. Unbelievably, guys, we have battles all over the bloody field. So if you want to, guys, go and check out these races every time. If you want to see this race again, this track or any circuit with different multiple cars, let me know in the comments what cars you want me to see and do, and I will do a little project predictions for you. Call it project predictions if you want. Kind of a name I would like to. But here they come, then out the last corner now they come. A little bit too quickly, I would have said. The Lamborghini's just got the lead a little bit there, but he's closing down now with the Ferrari. Over the jump, there they go. And the Ferrari, oh, he touches a little bit. That could be where the crash was. I think that jump is where the crash was. I'm not too mistaken myself. I think it may have been with some Ferrari and Porsche cars, Ferrari and Lamborghinis, I mean. But let's go back to GT4s and see what's happening in the GT4 field. Did the Lamborghini let them through? No, he's actually in the field. He's actually battling with them for position. So, good old job, the that car is doing. Where is your last place? Did he already been lapped by them? No, he hasn't. He's pretty much kept a good field. Not a distance, but he's got a distance now from them, so he can pull away and try and not lap himself from these, if you know what I mean. So I don't think he will be. But let's just see where the Lamborghini is going to get here. As we just whittle through the field, it's Ben, Holzer, Jorgensen, Robert, and Thomas in your top 4 in your field there. Then it's Thomas, Christopher, Mark, John, Edward, Mitchell, Thierry, Matthew, Junior, Chi, Jonathan, Justin, Joseph, Volker, and that is it. Here comes the Lamborghini now to the outside, and has swiftly replied there with an overtake, and I think he wants to get through quick because then he can get back up to his field and battle away. He's only got 2 more cars to get through, 2 KTMs here, which I knew they got through, I did on these, but quickly needs to get through past Easy does to get it back into his field and battle away. But he's got loads of corners now, which I think he's annoyed with this bit here, which is corners, and he's got a green flag out there. The man's keep waving that green flag to say there was a crash here, but we're green for the rest of the race here, I think he's trying to say. So I don't know, but with 30 minutes of this race nearly gone here, it's going to be interesting to see how quick this will be, and how, looking at this race, I think this guy is going to be. As we look now at this guy now, we're looking at him, he's going into not a tight corner, but a corner we have to brake and go down to about 2nd or 3rd gear. Now down to a longer straight now where he can put the throttle down and get past his KTMs pretty nicely. I think the KTM's going to let him through. Yes, indeed, the KTM just lets him through. I think, you're not battling in my field, mate, I'll let you through. You're not even lapping me, but I'll let you through anyway. The Lamborghini now into this corner up here. I think the Lamborghini will go past, and it cleanly does. Nice to see Lamborghini being let past there. I think it's nice to see, and I think the Lamborghini should just pull away now and see if he can catch up with the field ahead of the cars there. As you can see now, the other Lamborghini now trying to get past the KTM in front, but won't get past the KTM too early. As the Lamborghini now goes through. Let's just go on board and see how close to houses he goes. He only goes down to 4th gear. He don't really go down too much, really, in compared to the compared speeds of this circuit. You pretty much in this circuit only use 1 to 5 gears. You probably don't use your 6th gear, which is, I think, an okay thing to say, I think. But I don't think you use 5th gear, which I think is a fine thing to say. As you can see now, here he is. Look, your Porsche next car, who's trying to overtake the KTM here, and does nicely, overtakes the KTM there, and the KTM now can battle away with his field as we head back up now to your Porsche, to your car field, and there's a massive battle for the lead of the whole entire race here with your 4th years, and your 4th years are looking absolutely fucking brilliant. They are absolutely flying around this circuit. I'm not supposed to be swearing, but I'm allowed to say that because that are just brilliant racing. This shows you how good the racing they do is. As you can see, they're nearly about to lap some cars. I think it's your GT4 cars, but there's been a little bit of damage at the front now, and it's the KTM 2nd position. I think it's your 2nd position, actually, is it? No, it's nobody in this field, so there must be another pit stop coming up there. You can see a little bit of debris on the circuit they just kicked up, which I don't think it's anyone's in the top 4. No, it's not anyone's in the top 4, so that is unbelievably saying that they've got another car with another bit of debris on it, which I think he's going to make sure it's not going to happen, really, I think. But this field here, I loving life in Lincolnshire, and a loving life. So yeah, it's nice to see. But he kept parking is in Lincolnshire, and sadly you can't go to that circuit on this game, which I think is really disappointing when you can have 12 cars online and this game. So really disappointing. Third, oh my goodness, he's closed the gap up again. A 2nd here, goes inside line. Oh, he tried but didn't do it. Oh, he's been touched. He touched the 2nd leader there, and 3rd through. Good move from 3rd there around the outside. It was good from him anyway. But he just doesn't do anything there. He doesn't. And by the way, just to tell you, we have approximately about 10 minutes. When it gets to 15 minutes to go, we have approximately 10 minutes before the race should be over. And then we do 2 laps of this circuit, which are the +2 laps. So 30 +2 laps. It is what this circuit has to offer. And they're already about to overtake a Lamborghini, which I think I can just show you now is this car here. I think, no, not this car, because they've already overtaken that. They know they haven't, so they're about to take a Ferrari. Sorry, beg my pardon. They are. But the leader's changed. Has they? No, it hasn't. I don't think it will change here, will it? As they go into the chicane now, into the hairpin. Oh, that was close, and it hasn't. The leader hasn't changed, but second has, and that has showed you what it can do in a couple of corners. The leader's changed, second has changed, and third has changed, all in a couple of corners. It has, as the Ferrari now puts the throttle back down, puts it into first, now second, now third, now fourth. Sorry, now third, now fourth, and I think your leader here is going to get it in a second. Out. There it is, down into the viaduct slash bridge. He gets the blue flag out now. The leader has got the blue flag out. He has a whopping 30 seconds to get through, or else it's a red flag out, disqualification. Blue flags are still fluttering though for your top two in this field. They're easily going to get through on the straight, hopefully. The leader's through. Nicely, doesn't give a red flag out there, doesn't give a blue flag out, I mean. Second. He's passed. Nice. No, he's not. What? He's not through yet, but that's fine. Third and fourth having a battle for themselves. Which I think is really nice to see that they're not as the all top three together. Let's go back to GT4s. And there is Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Ferrari first position and Lamborghini second are having a battle together. Where's third actually, to say the least? He's there. Unbelievably, quite a long way back on the rest of the field. So good old job for them two to get a good battling, spiffing time. I think that's what I've got to say. Here come GT4 then. Second position in GT4 here, nearly trying to get through. Here he is. But will he get through? I have no idea if he will here. As you can see now, the blue flags flutter from your leaders. I don't even know where your leaders are on the circuit. Let me just tell you where they are on the circuit. Your leader and second are now going through the mountain, through the village, which only a population of 100 and something people, according to something online I looked at. But you can see the top two. Oh, look at this. Close to catch up with the GT4s, which I can probably see in the distance there. You can. No, you can't. Through the viaduct and bridge we go. And there they are in the distance. There they are. Actually, nice to see that. Actually, see them there. Let's just see where the GT4 battle is happening. They're coming to the line now to get their 10-minute board out. Now they are. But look at second here. He's closed the gap right up here. He has here. And I don't know if this is anything consolation here, but let me just tell you, it's John and Edward here who are battling away nicely for position here. John and Edward are. I don't know what's happened here, but 12th's in the pits. There's something wrong with the car here, just come into the pits. Oh, there's another bit of problem with the car, another front wing left off. Unbelievably there, but John and Edward here battling away for the 10th position, and these two will battle, I think, for most of the race here. So 10 minutes of racing to go, ladies and gentlemen, before we hit 2 laps to go. The 2 plus 2 laps here we will. Sadly, we can't do plus 2 laps, so we do 35 minutes, and that equals plus 2 laps. I did want to say I shouldn't have done what we did. So here they come then, to down here they come. It's nice to see here, but in the pits now is your 4th position in your Renault field, and I think this means the Lamborghinis, some of the Lamborghinis now will be taking him into the championship here. They will, not in the championship, but in the race they will here. Let's see what the GT4s have to offer now, as these two now are mega battling away. Now they are unbelievably mega battling away. There's a big gap actually, so let's see what Aston GT4 has behind him. Oh, he has a leader behind him whose blue flags are out for. There is a car in the pits here, who's a Renault. Is he going to come out soon or not, the Renault? Or are we letting an Aston Martin, or are we letting a Lamborghini from here? Out of the pits now comes the Renault. Green flag waves to say get back to racing speed quickly or else you're going to get lapped. We're overtaken here, but here comes the GT4 top 2 and the battle still continuing between the two KTMs. Oh, he's made a mistake. Leader has second now closing. Look at those seconds closing right up. Here he is. As they head now into helicopter camera. They were there, so it is the 56 team and the 40 and the 64 team battling away nicely. They are for position 1 in your GT4s, in your GT3s, I mean, in GT4s. So it's nice to see there. But you can now look at your leader, who is all pretty much by himself. He was by himself, sorry, but there's now a massive gaggle of 3 of them, all battling away. There are now, and where's 4th in that field? Well, he's right the way down here, on his own, pretty much battling away for the leader of this race. The leader of this race actually is now just overtaken. They've just overtaken. I've just got to tell you what they've overtaken, because I'm surprised what they've overtaken. Actually, I am. It's a lethal circuit, this one is, and I don't believe to say that in a harsh way, but it's lethal. 3 wide for the lead. Oh, it's nearly worked. Second is into the lead. Third is in. Wow, my goodness me! I just want to tell you that it's Holzer, Sven and Robert in this top 3, and it was Sven, Robert, Holzer, and Holzer's into the lead of this race. How did Firth get through? I don't know, into the lead, but he's in the lead now and he pulls away. Then it's Sven and then it's Robert. Robert needs to really win this one, because if he doesn't win this, he's not won the championship. If he don't win this one, Sven wins the championship, because he will do. As Holzer, wait, what was it? Holzer is 4 points worse. He's 4 points worse than Sven over Robert. So if Sven wins, if Sven stays where it is, he can win the race, pretty much win the championship, because he'll be 1 point ahead. But as they come now to another bit of lap traffic, which they need to really figure out how to do, the board's now out, saying 6 minutes to go before the 2 laps there. A few boards are in, a few boards are out there. They were. So you can see, as we just see what they're about to overtake. They're about to overtake the KTM leaders. The 2 KTMs, here they are, as they get the flipping white flags out. Now they do. The blue flags out, sorry, now they do. Cars that cross line now still get the 6 minute board out. They do say 6 minutes to go for them, as they know it is. Green flag is now out for these, by the way. Blue flags are now out for these, as your leader now pulls the speed back up. He does now. And on this long straight coming up, we'll overtake the yeah, there we go, overtake the KTM pretty quickly there, will actually. Will further overtake him? Yes, he will. And now, whoever crosses line gets the 5 minute board out. The 5 minute, the lady, there's a man called Mark, a man called Mark who's holding the 5 minute board out. A lady called Deborah, who is your chief clerk down there, who writes all those numbers down of all penalties and all that. So she is very, very on it today. Deborah is. Mark down there just with the board out, saying 5 minutes to go. So there's a car coming now, so he now pops the board out again to save for the car. Come on, mate, you've got the board out now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what the GT4 leader's got. A gap he's got is a couple of seconds, which I can't believe he has, but he has. Yeah, he has. He's got 2 second gap, the GT4 leader has, which is unbelievable. Second now, into the inside line he goes in the last corner. The 4 minute to go board's out now for these, as they cross the line now where they are. Deborah's still writing the stuff down, because there's a penalty coming out. There is. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's 4th actually? Oh, Deborah's got the penalty board out again, she has, which I think is unbelievable, but let's just check a different play for that. GT4 leader has a gap of 3 seconds over second, which is unbelievable. Lisa said Lily, let's check back in. There is your leading group last position, and poor old Thomas. He did a great race, he did, and I think he might be winning your category there for your Lamborghinis. He will, but this car we're looking at now is Jorgen. He was second in championship. He was third in the championship here. He will be going down to fourth and being a good race sport. He will, but that's okay. He didn't care. I don't think he'll mind because of great racing. It was great racing. Now the 2-minute board is out to say. The 2-minute board's out to say 2 minutes goes. That car across the line now gets the 3-minute board swapped to 2 as he just comes across the line. So he's now having a battle here. They are. Let's just check on board with this one if he's gonna. This isn't a battle for position either, so blue flags are out, by the way. Were blue flags out that time, so I can't believe this. Oh no, sorry, it is good for position, so green flags were out. Okay. Leaders cross it now with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go before we hit the 2 laps to go, and we will race 2 laps. Let's go back to the Sven and Robert battle, because Robert's into second now, as Holzer was into second, but Robert's in second now, and Robert here looking to get a win to put his championship to bed. He's already, by the way, won at Doynton Park, Brands Hatch, Alton Park and Snetterton, so that's 4 races he's won this year. He has. Then, if you think about it, Jorgen's won 2, so Jorgen's won 1, that's 5, and Savannah's won 2, so good old Savannah winning 2. But here he goes, look, oh look at that move there from Holzer, good move there it was, but here he goes back up inside there. Does he? No, he doesn't there, but let's check and see what's happening with the guys behind. He's been pretty much all on his own for most of the race now, Thomas has, as you can see as we go on board with him, but he's put the laps in that he needs to, and he's showing you what he can do. So I'm happy here going around this water. I'm happy to be just racing on this water. I'm happy to be here really, so thank you for having me today. Come on, Robert. But Sven and Holzer are together, and Sven's been touched. Sven and Holzer have touched, and Robert's in the lead now. Sven has got severe damage to his car, a little bit of damage to his car, as Robert flies away now to the line. He will come. Here he comes. To the line now comes Robert. He does. And Mark sticks out the board that says 2 to go. He sticks it out and puts it back away now. He's in that group of field just there with one of them people who are in with the burger van. He's in that bit there. So that's why you can't really see why he's doing it. As the leader now, Robert pulls a massive gap now. He's got a lot. Look at that gap. It's a brilliant gap there he's got. He's got a gap of 0.8 and he flies away now. Robert does. But he's got closing the gap down they are now as we head back to see where there's a battle on. And the battle is on for the Ferrari field. Let's go back to GT4 lead, and there isn't a really GT4 lead battle yet because we need to wait for this Ferrari to get through. So let me get the Ferrari through. Is it? Blue flags are fluttering, so let the Ferrari through. He's not in your field. Let the faster car through. The Ferrari's not going to let him through. Those who ride on KTM, they're trying to do it. I think that's a good idea for the KTM to do it there. And it's still Robert in the lead though, from Sven, from Hoser, who's a bit further back. As it Hoser is, whoa, 7 seconds behind. Leader's got out of speed there, 128 miles an hour. Into last corner now he comes. Let's see what he does on the straight. I see the speed. Mark, Lindsay now writing stuff down. Mark sticks out the last lap flag, and we're on to the last lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen. There he is in that crowd there, sticks it out and pulls it back in. He will for a little bit of time. He now puts it. He will there for a little bit of time. Now he puts it back out as your third position that crosses, and some lapped cars are now coming to cross, but they're looking like they're going to try and see who's in front of them here, because I don't actually know who's in front of them here, and I really want to. I think it's a Porsche or Ferrari kind of car, which I don't know why they're going to lap one of them, but you never know, do we? Is it that one? Oh no, it's a Lamborghini actually, which has a broken bonnet. There's loads more cross line now, with the last lap flag is now out. So beneficial this is here when the last lap flag is out. It's really good to see the last lap flag out, it is, at this moment in time. It's not fluttering, it's just the red, yellow with black cross in it, so it's nice to see. As there is a blue flag waving at the start line, but now it's just a black flag out, as you can see. So our last lap flag outside, as you can see, as they now make their way around here. There we do. Robert now pulls away and puts the throttle down now as he goes into the town section. Let's just see how quick they go actually in the town section. It's not bad at all really. Oh, that's not brilliant. Oh, you can see the kiss there. He nearly tried there into the village section. Sorry, the village section. As Robert now, look at this gap. He's got a 1.4 second gap. He can pull away pretty much. But second is pulling himself back into the battle for the lead. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, because we literally only have about 20 seconds left of racing. Sorry, 15 make that actually now. There's still our last lap flag fluttering now for all the cars who've been lapped. Look, is out on the circuit. Still, last lap flag has been held out by your leader here as we are now on the last lap of the race. Just one more car to cross. There it is, and then we've done it. There, it's pulled away now. It is. It's coming in now. It will. Robert to win it. Robert wins it. From Sven, good racing from them two there. Checker flag is out for them. Unbelievably well done them for that. The next car to cross is across. Holzer now to the line he comes. Checker flag flutters and he gets it pretty early. There we go, there's the checker flag out. Nice to see. John to the line, and the KTM wins the GT4 Cup. There you go, nicely done there. Thomas to the line. Second place in Lamborghini now crosses, which is Christopher. Here comes third in GT4, which of course will be Mitchell, sorry. Mitchell to the line. Gets the checker flagger and just crosses it before that car does. Good job from him there. Where is your Ferrari leader? Here he is. Who's he? Mark. Who's it going to be then into 7th? Is it Mark or Thierry? It's Mark who wins your Ferrari field from Thierry in the Lamborghini field there. Nicely done, there it is. Where is your GT3 next couple of cars? There's just a few more coming across now, there is. A few more wanting to make their day better here. There will be, I think I don't even know who's coming across actually now. I think everyone's crossed, I'm just checking. Checker flag is still out here because we're just checking if every car has come across the line to finish the race. I think it has. Oh, one last one cross now, okay. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's across the line. There they are. So that is it. So this 16 lap race for you today's finished. It is with a championship which is messed up for ball championship. So as I did tell you at the start, I'm going to tell you now who won each championship because it's a bit weird to say who won it, but I'm going to say, and it's very interesting to say. So Robert, Sven, Holzer, Thomas, Chris were your top 3 in your Renault field. In your Lamborghini field, it was Thomas, Christopher, we top 2, and in your 4th in your Renault field was Jorgen. First in your Ferrari field was Mark. Then it was Thierry Junior. This is your Renault, Lamborghini field again, which is Thierry and Junior. Let's just now talk from 10th in the race was Justin, 11th was Joseph, 12th was John, 13th was Edward. John, by the way, was your first GT4. Mitchell was 3rd, was 14th, 15th Matthew, 16th Jordan, and 17th Volker, 18th was Chi. And let me look at the championships for you. So in your Renault Cup, Robert Evans, well done Robert, the Northern Ireland man, wins the race, wins the championship there, so well done him. I'm just clapping for him, well done. From Sven, from Jorgen, from Holzer, there was your championship. In your Super Turfer, which of course these are your Lamborghinis, Thomas, Christopher, Thierry and Junior. I did say it was Christopher and Thomas were the top 2 and they stayed the same really. Thomas was 1st, Christopher was 2nd, Junior was 3rd and Thierry was 4th. Thierry had so many 4th positions in the racing, I can't believe he still stayed 4th, but anyway, he did. In Ferrari's field there's 5 Ferraris, it says I'm in there but I had to retire at the start and you know I could guarantee why. Mark, Justin, Joseph, Jordan and Volker. Mark didn't win the championship, of course he didn't. Justin won the championship from Mark, from Joseph, from Jordan, from Volker. So well done them. GT4s, I said it was Matthew and Mark and all that who were going to win the championship. But no, John won the championship because he was 3rd in the championship and jumped up to there. Edward finished, Mitchell finished in 2nd, Edward 3rd, Matthew 4th and Chi 5th. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was your 35-minute race, which is actually 30 minutes plus 2 laps around the Bannock Bra circuit. If you did enjoy, please do smash like and subscribe. I've been Cal5 and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.